strong words. Matthew does a great job. Our strong admissions team, along with Janiqua Wilson, they make my job, or I was going to say just my job, but our job's a lot easier. So we communicate very well. So just for little housekeeping purposes, your phones or devices, if you can hit the mute button, that kind of stops a lot of the background noise. That can be distracting to the speaker, whoever's speaking at the time. So if you can do that, that'd be great. Again, I want to echo. Again, I want to echo Matthew Wingard's welcome. Welcome to Daymar College. He stated it very well. Welcome to the family. Even though if you're not part of the Murfreesboro campus, if you're online as well, uh, we're one big family, and that's been proved during this pandemic as we've all been online. So we're all one complete family. So if Cassandra, if you can move to the next screen for me. All right, thank you. Today we're just going to start, we have the welcoming remarks, welcoming you all to the campus. And, today we'll talk about academics, financial services, also to our student services and career services. And we'll touch a little bit on the LRC. We'll touch briefly on the Canvas learning system, because most of you all will be on the 5 o'clock. So you get, as Matthew was talking, so you'll get a double dose. And so you'll be also talking more with our online team as well about, going in depth with the Canvas learning system. And also this will be a chance for you to meet your academic program directors as well. So Cassandra, if you can move to the next screen. All right, this gentleman here, that's me. I am the Dean of Academic Affairs for Daymar College. For those who are strictly online and not part of the Murfreesboro campus, you will become familiar with Dr. Joseph Lucero. He just started at the Clarksville campus, and he also manages the online piece. So he and I actually work very closely together on a lot of different aspects with online. And so, again, this is me. I handle really all of the, I oversee the operations, the faculty, the staff here for the Murfreesboro campus. And a lot of students are very surprised. New students, current students, that a lot of times they will have the dean of the college that will email them, call them, talk directly to them, especially with welcome calls. A lot of students are very surprised to get those from the dean, like I said, and also to welcome emails as well. As you matriculate through the college, where you don't want to receive from me and hear from me, conversations made about academic performance and attendance. So so we try to keep those conversations at a minimum and have more positive conversations. So Cassandra, if you could advance the slide. So again, I just want to welcome you definitely to Daymar College. You will learn more too about your programs, the degrees that we offer, and also to the diplomas requirements. I will stress to you all, and you may hear this too, again, if you haven't become familiar with, read the Daymar catalog. If there's any question that kind of comes up, with policies, procedures, satisfactory academic performance, those type of things, and even kind of looking at your program as a whole and the classes that you will have to take. So I strongly advise you to read the Daymar catalog, use it as your resource as you matriculate through the college. Also to advising in the Department of Academics, you are advised by your program directors, primarily your program directors, because they have a strong relationship with you as the student. Also too, even if you're in classes with they're being taught by other instructors, and you have questions kind of about some things that may come up, that program director is that person that you can definitely go to that can communicate also with other instructors. Also, too, with advising, you can be advised by myself, the dean. I'm the last resort, and you really don't want to get to that point because usually advising that takes place with me is more on a academic performance level. But the advising is done primarily with your program directors. Schedules, you'll hear from our student service coordinator, Ms. Tarkington. She is definitely responsible in student services for your scheduling, those type of things. If you have questions about your schedules, you might have to redo your schedules. She would be the person that you would talk to. Also, in student services, this is where we manage college transcripts. Reviewing of the transcript process, because there is a process for requesting transcripts if you do need them. Such as payment for transcripts, also in following that particular process. Also, too, if there's a question of transfer of credits from another college, me as the dean, I will be looking at those transfer of credits. So for those for Murfreesboro, I will be responsible for that. Dr. Lucero in Clarksville, he would be responsible for strictly the online portion. All right, Cassandra. All right. I believe, I'm not mistaken, is Patricia here for financial aid? Or do we have anyone for financial aid? Okay, I guess we don't. Real quickly for financial aid, and I'm sure at 5 o'clock you definitely will, because they have a number of financial aid folks who do work the online portion. Financial aid is definitely not something I'm conversed in, but I will tell you the basics though of financial aid. It is an important piece. All the pieces are important. All the departments are important here on our campus. But with FA, once you have gone through the admissions process, financial aid is definitely the department that you'll be working with, right? So, because it's very important, because your college education, the first thing you want to know is, hey, how's it going to be financed, right? Or what resources will I need to finance my college education? Also, to aid on how to fill out the FAFSA forms. A lot of our financial aid admissions, they will walk through filling out the FAFSA forms for you. Because I admit too, having to do that for my daughter, it's a cumbersome process. I'm not gonna lie to you. And but also too, like I said, financial aid, how your tuition is being covered. Also too, questions you may have on student loans, which is very important. You got to know how that process too works. Grants, VA, scholarships. So, and also too, packaging or everyone's financial aid, it's complete, it's different. So it's based on the individual. But one of the things that you see on this slide is very important. It's a great word that you will hear me say so much, and I live by it. It's the C word, communication. And that's true. Communication is key. So what we do find is we have a lot of students, a lot of times when financial aid is trying to reach out to them, they're ignoring financial aid. To me, back when I was in school, that was the very department I wasn't going to, not ignore, right? Because they're handling the financing and the money of your college education. So if they're reaching out to you, that means they need something from you, and they're trying to, because they're there to help you. So if they're reaching out to you, you have questions, like I said, they're there to assist you, and they're trying to make sure everything is in order, because that's the very component that you want in order. For those from Murfreesboro, but Patricia Jones still, in a sense, she handles a lot of the Murfreesboro students, financial aid. Some students, I think, Teresa may correct me if I'm wrong, I think they kind of go by a last name aspect. So some of those components have changed though, but Patricia primarily has been our financial aid person.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next slide, Cassandra. Thank you, Teresa. All right, student services. I'm gonna let Teresa, Miss Tarkington, I'll say, talk a bit about this piece here because I'll just say this real quick. Student services, working in conjunction with myself is, I always call it my backbone, pretty much, because we work in close conjunction with one another. So by us working in close conjunction with one another, that's a great support to you as a student. But I'll let Teresa talk more about that.
No, I appreciate that, Dr. Mitchell. You make my head big. Thank you so much for that. Welcome to everyone. I'm so excited that you're here and part of our Daymar family, as Matthew said earlier. Dr. Mitchum alluded to communication, and that's one of the great things about being here at Daymar is that you will find us so very easy to communicate with. Not only your program director, admissions, where you started the process with, to myself, to Dr. Mitchum, and anyone else, Ms. Cassandra in the LRC, Ms. Holly in Career Services, you will find all of us so very willing to help and listen to you and offer our assistance where and when we can. You'll find everyone just readily available, and that's what's so wonderful about being part of the Daymar family, not only from student services side of the house, but as students as well. There's no communication that's too big or too small. That you can let us know. We need to know those things where you're maybe having issues. And I hate to start out with saying, well, please let us know when you're having issues. But those are some of the things that we know that life happens, and bumps in the road come up. We all may have some things going on, as Matthew said, behind the scenes or whatnot. But please let us know so we can then devise a plan to help you on your best possible journey, especially here with your education. If you need help with other things, I'm here in student services and have community resources that I can get, point in your direction and, get you some help that as needed. But no communication is too big or too small. We want to hear the good things too. When you make an A in that hard class that you've been, working so feverishly in for these last 6 weeks, let us know that. We love to know great things as well. But we work through a lot of situations and a lot of issues here. So communication is important. It's the key to everything. The slide says campus connections. Miss Cassandra is a great help in assisting me with that, and has really just kind of helped taking that over a little bit, which I'm so appreciative of. And it's will look like a class on your Canvas, which you'll get to see in just a few minutes. And it shows all of the activities and things coming up for the current months. So be looking forward to campus connections. Same with our community and campus live events online. You'll get a list of during this first week, and some may come beforehand before you start next Tuesday, but you'll get a list of just many live events and things going on throughout the campus, and be sure to participate in those as much as you can and as often as you can. I know Ms. Cassandra's put forth some great field trips, virtual field trips, and I look forward to those every Thursday. I know some of our other staff and students do as well. So it's nice to kind of get to see around our country and around our world some different things that, maybe we wouldn't see. At least we can see and learn about them virtually. One of my goals is to get to France, and one day maybe I'll get there and get to go to the Louvre, but I know Miss Cassandra has that museum on her trip. On her virtual field trips this time. So I'm so excited to be a part of that. But we, like I said, we talk about communication here. And like I said, and I'll end this, Dr. Mitchum, no communication is too big or too small. If you think you need something or just need to talk to us, or need that reassurance, please let us know. Please reach out to us. And before long, you'll get all of our numbers and our email addresses and things. That's part of one of your assignments and strategies. So I'll turn it back over to you, Dr. Mitchum.
All right, thank you. Like I said, I've had the pleasure not only working with Ms. Tarkington, but you also meet too at the 5 o'clock. For those who are strictly online and not part of Murfreesboro, there's 3 student service coordinators who I've worked very closely with over the past couple of months, working in the online world with them. Miranda Lyles, Alana, and Lana's last name is for some strange reason. And I know it's Tiffany Williams. Teresa, what's Alana's last name?
Lacewell.
Yeah, Lacewell. I just always call her Miss Alana all the time, but it's
right.
Yeah, so there are really 3 great individuals there, and also to those who may be online or maybe associated maybe with Bowling Green. They'll meet Joe. Did I say Joe?
Joe Wilder.
Yeah, Joe Wilder. I'm sorry, it's late in the day. Joe Wilder, who's also a great person to work with. So I've like I say, that department, you all, student services, is just great. Cassandra, if you advance to the next slide. All right. Before I introduce Ms. Holly, I will say I'm very, with our career services department, because when you do enroll in college, that is, that's one of the primary things, right? I'm making an improvement, want to better myself. And I want to know that after I earned, notice I said the word earned, right? That degree, not given. I don't believe in giving. I believe in earned. So when you earn a degree, the one thing you want to know is, hey, employment, right? Am I be able to find a job? So I'm going to introduce Ms. Holly Fitzgerald, who I've had the pleasure of working with very closely in our career services department.
Thank you, Dr. Mitchum. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Daymar. We're so happy to have you with us. My role here at Daymar is as your career services coordinator for the Murfreesboro campus. I will work with you. I will see you actually the first time we will get to actually really interact will be in your strategies class. I will be there, I'm thinking week 4 or week 5, and I will give you some guidance on how to put together your your resume. I also help you out with your cover letter, mock interviews, job search tips and techniques, networking, putting together your elevator speech. And I also work with you when you get towards the end of your program here. You are going to be required to do an internship. That is part of the curriculum. So I will help you. But start thinking now, where would you like to go? What piques your interest in your career field? That's something you need to kind of start thinking about. I know you've got a plan, but that plan needs to include your internship experience. I have been with the company for 11 and a half, which is a long time. I've been in career services for 14 years. So I've seen a lot of resumes. I've answered a lot of questions. There's no such thing to me as a dumb question. It doesn't matter how many times I've been asked. I will always, always be there for my students. Doesn't matter the question. And if I don't know an answer, I will tell you I don't know, and you and I will learn something new together. I really enjoy my position here at Daymar, and I love the staff and faculty that I work with. And I know that maybe 1 or 2 of you out there have already had me before that know me, so I'm glad to have you back with us. If there's anything I can do to help you, please let me know. Again, you will be getting our contact information here shortly, so if you need me, please let me know. And I can help. I will also help you with finding something while you're actually in school, if needed. So please feel free to call on me anytime I can be of assistance. Dr. Mitchum, back to you.
All right, thank you. I'm going to brag here a little bit. since we're just talking about the career services, but I know we had 100% placement rate in our last cohort of students that graduated. So that's telling you something. I think ever since I've been sitting in this role, and I can honestly say that a lot of our graduates, they have found jobs and placements at a very high rate. Both I've seen it in medical assisting program and also too definitely in our billing and coding program. So like those opportunities are out there. I definitely see opportunities, especially for medical assisting. I see that constantly because I'm still tied in a sense to the healthcare world. So definitely see that. So, and also too, there's opportunities also to farm tech. That's becoming a hot field, right? I mean, you can just kind of look around you with everything that's going on. So those are some things to think about. And also too, as the internship, valuable experience. So think about that. Okay. Think about that as have enrolled in college. You're going to learn all these great things that Ms. Holly's going to be working with you on. So, the proof is there. We have graduates that are out there. I wish I wasn't thinking about, I should have invited a few to even come and speak, right? For time purposes, but we could possibly do that for the next orientation. Sandra, thanks. All right, here's Ms. Cassandra, and I'll have Ms. Cassandra give us a brief overview of the LRC.
Hi, everybody. I also wanted to show my face a little bit during this part. I might have to stop the camera because I'm going to try to jump between a few things. So I would like to say, yes, I'm the online librarian and Learning Resource Center coordinator for the Murfreesboro campus. But the LRC in that online world, you're going to see the word library. So the word LRC, that's not something you're going to see. So think of us also as that online library resource as well. So I'm going to show you a few available resources to you, and we're going to go ahead and give you a quick preview of Canvas. I would like to say on this, we don't have tutor.com anymore, but we are substituting daily program-specific virtual events and online writing workshops and other things for Canvas, which you'll also I'll try to get everybody that's on this call at least a schedule for that emailed to them with the recording of today's video.
Oh, and Cassandra,
yes.
For the purpose of time, we don't need to go deep into Canvas because I know.
No, I'm going to just show them their dashboard, like what Ms. Tarkington said earlier, and that's really all I should have to show them because the rest is in the slide right now. So Canvas is where you're going to be doing all of your online work. These are your discussions, assignments, quizzes, tests. You'll have your gradebook, the Canvas email, and then your student portal access, which is how you check on your financial aid status, scheduling, and other things. It is also how we update your attendance. So Canvas, as long as you're someone that can get their work done on time, the attendance thing shouldn't be an issue, but your attendance is updated with your weekly assignments. So we try to get you guys to, not reach that 14-day mark, and you'll see more about that in your online orientation under the policies section. How do you get into Canvas? This is the web address, and it will also be attached in this presentation. I'll be emailing everyone later. And then that is a little picture of what the Canvas homepage looks in, and you'll sign in with that 6-digit number that Mr. Wingard or whoever your admissions representative is, your student ID number, and then your password that you're also given in that email. So you all should be able to sign in to Canvas by now, and I urge everyone to try to do that as soon as possible. And then a few key links in Canvas to think about. So course resources is how you access all of your coursework. That second link circled in green, I say think of it as the table of contents for your class. Circled in black, that's where you go to the online library website, which is where you look at our catalog. So the ebooks and books we have roughly over 100,000 I would say that are active for both book and ebook spread across campuses. Ebooks, we have even more on our other circled for the Damar Library resources, even more through the databases. So well over 1 million ebooks. And if you need help checking out books, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or one of the other LRC coordinators. For those online students, that contact, you're probably going to meet him in a minute, and he'll go into more of this too at 5 o'clock. And that's Brian Carpenter, great guy for the Clarksville successful and online campus. And just last week, like my last two here are student email circled in blue. That actually redirects to Gmail, but it may change to another. But you have two email accounts. I want to make that really clear to everybody. You have a student email and a Canvas email. Your higher ups, you know, Dr. Mitchum, financial aid, career services, they will actually tend to send you emails to that student email account and not the Canvas. So I urge everyone to check both. Circled in orange at the bottom is that student portal link. You'll sign into it to access your schedules and financial aid information. And then lastly is the little LRC look. This is a look at the homepage for the online library catalog. So this is the homepage for the library website. To search, you would simply type in your term in that top left corner, and then it's just a little sample. So everyone will look different. This is an example of a book bag, and then so it allows you to save and print your sources, and it will help you cite. This is a look at our Ebook Central. So say you wanted to access an ebook. I know these screens are kind of hard to see at this level, but it walks you through that 4-step process of finding the book, checking out the book, logging in, and saving it. So, and then this is your, and it says at the bottom for the learning resource collection, and then Canvas textbook database. Not many of you are going to have to worry about that. We don't really use this for our textbooks anymore. And then this is a last little search, just what your ProQuest, your basic database webpage. So that's your other part, that Daymar Learning Resources. That's not necessarily the catalog. So that's where, when it comes to LRC stuff, and you'll be asked to learn all of this in your Strategies for Success class. And I'm going to be trying to reach out to all those instructors just to be sure that they're able to give that information to you. And hopefully I can be on that call as well.
Okay, yes, thank you, Cassandra. Very good. Before I jump into talking about our program directors, the last piece that we talked about, with Canvas and LRC, the key thing here is resources. I'm going to talk about resources here for a minute, because I know I had to tell a student today, not a good conversation, but they kind of blame, being online and all this, I said, well, no, we're not going to blame. We're not going to do that, because, and I told the student, I said, students that take advantage of the resources that are presented to them, and by those resources, I mean, just some of the ones that Cassandra talked about, with the LRC piece. And also to some of the other resources that we do offer, like LRC virtual sessions that are program specific. Writer's Block is another one that Ms. Cassandra has done. Joe Wilder up in Bowling Green, for all students online, he presents math tutoring. So those type of things that are out there. So there's never a thing of feeling like, oh, I'm just out there by myself. I'm teaching myself online. Nope. Students that take advantage of the resources, those are the students that are successful and graduate. Pretty much is that read and take advantage of resources and do the work. So I just want to say, hey, these resources are out there. And better yet, your tuition is paying for a lot of these resources that we do present. That's because we want students to be successful. And I tell them, hey, the technology that's there to make things easier, take advantage of it. Things that we create and innovate just within our own staff, right with the Murfreesboro staff, a lot of our program directors and, Ms. Cassandra, they come up with great ideas a lot of time that we implement. And, so everything is done for the benefit of the student, because we're here for your success. So moving on to our program directors. I have the great privilege of working with, and I brag on this team all the time, along with student services and LRC coordinator, because out of, they look at our graduation rates, with our students as well, but they also look at too, attendance levels with our students and things as such. But I always attribute it back to the teamwork, and working with a great team. So I find it a privilege to work definitely with these individuals, and you will find it a privilege too within your programs of working with these individuals. And I know at the 5 o'clock, don't repeat what I say and say these are the best program directors for Murfreesboro. But I honestly believe that, really, I do. So I'll let each one introduce themselves and talk a little bit about their programs.
I guess I'll go first since I'm up on the screen first. My name's Robert Overstreet. I'm the Criminal Justice Program Director. Like Dr. Mitchum said, take advantage of all of the resources that are there for you. Every instructor that you're going to have in class is going to have at least an hour face-to-face tutoring, virtual tutoring session for you. Take advantage of that. We offer that for a reason. And, if you have any questions about the materials in your class, ask that instructor. If you're still not getting what you need, reach out to us as program directors, and we're going to be right there for you for any questions that you have. As far as criminal justice, I've worked in the criminal justice field in corrections for the past 20 years. I've been teaching for the last 3.5 years. I've been at Daymar for about 1.5 years. Well, actually, almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in April. So we have a great department. We have a lot of different things going on. We have different live events that they were talking about earlier, where we'll have a guest speaker come virtually and do a talk with us. We've had someone from mental health come and talk about different mental health issues that we find in the criminal justice system. We've had a guest speaker come and talk to a lawyer come and talk to us about different constitutional issues and law issues and things of that nature. So we're going to have a great time in our program. I'm so happy there's such a large number of students coming to Daymar this time. We're excited to have you, so welcome. Andy?
Thank you, Robert.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Andy Burton. I'm the Pharmacy Technology Program Director, and I've been with Daymar since 2014. I've been working in pharmacy practice for about 27 years now, and most of that time spent training pharmacy techs and onboarding employees. Just want to reiterate what you've heard several times before, that communication is really a critical aspect of any positive and worthwhile endeavor. And I encourage all new students, welcome you, and just stress that reach out early and often to your program directors and your instructors. Build a rapport with them. Obviously, you're going to be working with them for the next foreseeable future, and it just pays to get in there and think about your short and long-term goals, and then kind of figure out with your instructors and program directors what is the clearest and most transparent path towards reaching those goals. We obviously want every one of you to succeed. You can definitely call on anybody that's in this call if you need any support or guidance moving forward. As far as the pharmacy technology program, we have a fully functioning pharmacy lab on campus. We're there. We're doing open lab sessions once a week to kind of let students in to use the lab for compounding and prescription packaging and basically the entire prescription fill process. Looking forward to new students that are coming into the program, and welcome again. Thank you. Yvette?
Thanks, Andy.
I'm getting myself off mute. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yvette Brooks. I am the Program Director for Business Management and Accounting. I have been with Daymar since 2017, and my background is in Human Resource Management. As Mr. Burton and Mr. Overstreet, as well as everyone on the call has alluded to, we want to welcome you. We want you to feel comfortable, feel right at home as part of our Daymar family. We want you to know that communication is key. I know Ms. Tarkenton mentioned that earlier on the call. If you are in business management or accounting starting, you'll definitely be hearing from me on a weekly basis. I'm going to check in and make sure you're okay. And it's not, it's not a bad thing for me to check in. It's genuinely just a check in, make sure you're doing okay. Are you needing help with anything? We want you to be successful in everything you're doing. your success is our success. So we want
Right.
you to genuinely be successful in meeting your goals. Should you have any questions or need anything, as Mr. Overstreet and Mr. Burton mentioned, reach out to your instructors. But also, if you need something and you're just, we've had students that may be a little timid or shy. Maybe this is their first experience in the post-secondary academic setting, and they don't know what to do. Reach out to us, and we can help you navigate those things, navigate those challenges. But the key in all of that is what we mentioned: communicate. Let us know if I call or text you or email you, respond. Even if it's, hey, Miss Brooks, I'm stuck on something. I'm stuck on getting this assignment in, or I'm having a challenge, personally. Whatever it is, reach out, and we will definitely be a listening ear and be able to, if I can't directly provide resources, we want to connect you with those individuals that can help, because again, we want you to be successful. So as far as our program, business management, it will cover marketing, leadership, human resources, project management, operations, retail management, etc. And the accounting program will encompass income tax, cost accounting, payroll, corporate tax accounting as well. We'll have some business management classes in your program as well. We do offer virtual field trips while we're in this remote academic environment. And we've had a couple of really great virtual field trips to automotive organizations and retail organizations, which I thought were great. And students that attended did find those of great value, because they did dovetail with a lot of the concepts that we were teaching in the courses. So I'm going to stop talking so you guys can move to the next session. But again, should you have any questions or need anything, please do not hesitate to reach out. I'm more than happy to help. Have a good day and welcome again.
All right. Thank you, Yvette. I think I saw Alicia Foley, Miss Foley. Yeah.
Yes, I'm here. I
Hey.
just want to thank everybody for coming. My name is Alicia. I'm over the Billing and Coding program for Murfreesboro campus. Once you get to know me, you're going to love the fact that I reach out to you every single day. Seriously, I do. Sometimes it's just a quick text, say, I hope you're having a good day. So I hope you're prepared for that. Also with that, I just wanted to tell you, I was a Daymar student. I went through the Billing and Coding program at Daymar back eternity ago. And then I became an instructor here at Daymar. And then I went actually and got my bachelor's through Daymar. So if I can make it through Daymar, I promise you all can make it through Daymar and get the education you want and the experience and the degree that you want. You just got to put the effort forward, do the work, and reach out. Like they all have said, reach out if you need assistance. I don't know, when I was getting my associate's degree, I don't know how many times I was knocking on Teresa Tarkington's door begging for assistance. But she was also my instructor back then too. But that's what we're here for. That's what we do. So those of you who are in the Billing and Coding program, you probably already have received emails from me. I kind of jumped the gun, but I just wanted to let you guys know I'm excited that you guys are part of the program.
Thank you, Alicia. I see Dr. Kelly.
I am. Yes,
Hey.
I too want to thank everybody for coming today. I know it takes time to do these meetings with us. I hope you get used to them, because we will be asking you to meet with us in various ways. I have been in healthcare for 31 plus years probably, and teaching medical assisting and or nursing for the past 15 years. Only been at Daymar for 2 years. However, I'm part of this family, and now, as young as you are coming into the program, you're part of this family too. We have a wonderful medical assisting program. We are open for coming into the laboratory to work, as well as you will be online. So I may see you online in some of my classes, and I will definitely see you when you are taking your laboratory classes and you're on campus. We offer tutoring. I've even tutored on the telephone, if that's all you have at that time. You just have to reach out. Just don't quit. Don't stop, and don't get behind. Once you're behind, it's so hard, to catch up. We can help you do that, but it's in your best interest to just make it a priority in your life. When we talk about strategies to be successful in this, It has to be one of your priorities. It's not going to take very long to finish, and the rewards are tremendous. I just want to thank you all for coming, and I look forward to seeing you. Your first term, you may not have me in your online class. However, I am available for your medical terminology, and sometimes that's kind of hard to get through. So when you're having difficulty, do not hesitate to get a hold of me, and we'll make some time to do some extra tutoring. I look forward to meeting you.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Kelly. All right. Next slide. All right. I call this Damar Keys to Success. Part of this too, I call it Dr. Mitchum's Greatest Hits. Because these are some of the things I talk about all the time. Definitely want to remind you too, as new students coming in, to take the orientation 100 before you do anything else. If there's questions about Canvas, you do have a resource for that. Miss Cassandra Taylor went through that. She, has Canvas help tours, another resource, right? So those things are out there because I know as new college students coming in, right? Because college, as it was said before, it's not scary, but it's just anything, a change of any sort, there's always becomes a different being nervous about it. No need to be nervous. You got folks here to help. So one of those key things, like I said, make sure you take the orientation 100, right? So there's the reason it says 100. It's the beginning before you do anything else. Communicate. You've heard that word quite a bit, right? Within these 45 minutes. So yeah, as was reiterated before, communicate with your instructors, your program directors, student services, financial aid. I can't stress that word so much, communication, because communication, you are able to solve a lot of issues that you thought were like big mountains. You'll see that, oh, well, if I just stated my problem, or if I picked up that phone when, Damar called, it was really a molehill. It really wasn't that big of an issue, right? So that's going to be part of your success. Attendance has a strong correlation to academic performance. Yeah, they go hand in hand. So just real quick, I just want to say a couple of things about the attendance. If you do exceed a certain number of days on the attendance and that policy, and you violate the attendance policy, you will be dismissed from the school. And there are consequences to that. One of them can be a word that starts with F, financial, financial cost to that. So really it's easy, logging into your classes, doing the work. I just say, not just logging in, right? Not just logging into Canvas. That's not going to count just for your attendance. You have to actually submit and post into the system for attendance to be counted. Also, too, the way the weeks are lined out, week 1, 2, 3, devise a plan. Let me say that again, devise a plan, which means I had to do this too, a calendar, because a lot of times we're working full-time jobs. We got kids, we're doing all these certain things, right? Things are coming up, but that calendar helps you stay on track. Saying, okay, week 1, let me get this in order, because there are due dates. Well, everything has a due date on it, as people hear me say all the time, right? We all are abiding by a due date or a deadline. So myself, I have to, program directors, they have to, even the person I direct, the person I report to, I can tell she has deadlines because sometimes they fall back down towards me. So, and I say all that too, is just make sure you're following that structure. Okay. Procrastination, it will sink you. I know that from personal experience. I mean, the work won't get done by itself. It just won't. So you will have to take that time to do it. Don't procrastinate. Time management is important, just like I just stressed that. Adhere to all guidelines And also, too, I'm just going to say this last piece here. Utilize all the resources that Daymar has to offer. I'm a resource type of person. Even now in my role, if it's something out there that's pertaining to my field or my job, I'm going to read it and try to understand it. They're giving it to me because I'm trying to definitely expand myself. So it's the same thing here. We're giving this stuff to you. So you just have to take it. And those that take it earn degrees, are successful. It's on the next slide. And so I'm going to thank you all for coming out here. We can take a few minutes because I know there's the 5 o'clock online orientation. I actually didn't know about that one until I think it was yesterday that you all are having. So they will go more in depth with a lot of these things that we talked about here today. So I think it's really great that you kind of get this first dose and then you get the second dose of it as well. So if there are any questions, feel free and ask away. Some may go into the chat, probably.
Dr. Mitchum, I would like to give them all a recommendation for the next orientation if I could.
Sure.
For those of you that are here on your phones, and that's great to get the audio, and I'm recording this presentation and giving you guys the slides so you'll be able to see it again. But if you can at all, be sure to hit the link that they provide. That way you'll be able to see the online presentation, and that might be really beneficial to get you started in Canvas so you have a little preliminary look at everything it has to offer.
Good, great. I'll just say, as we're waiting for questions, anything like that, I just want to just say, I'm really glad that you all are here and you chose Daymar College to further your education. So really grateful and really glad that you're here. So we're gonna be here to help assist you, provide the things that you need, and we're gonna work hard. You're gonna work hard. We all work hard together. So to make you successful.
Please don't be shy. Ask any questions.
Yeah, is there any in the chat?
Nothing so far, Dr. Mitchell.
Okay, it's a shy group. I know the last term they were pretty had a lot of questions, which is great. I would say,
I'm sure they want. Yeah, I'm sure they want to know about their schedule. I'll tell them that for the Murfreesboro students, the Murfreesboro ground students, those will be coming to you tomorrow.
Great. I would say, any questions that you have, like I was told this, when I was younger, it's like, hey, don't be afraid to ask questions because most likely someone else has probably got that same question too that you
Absolutely.
do. Yeah.
Dr. Mitchell, I wanted to jump back in here now that I'm back. Want to let you guys know, for those of you that are still on, I would definitely, and I know I probably missed this, but I was talking to another student, let your instructor know what your personal schedule is. I always try to advise that to you guys as much as I can. But obviously, just like someone from FA was just trying to call Victoria, and so just like how she sent me a message saying, hey, I'm letting them know I'm busy, but I'll call them back. Always let your instructor know, or whoever's trying to reach out to you, give us a heads up, or at least let us run some interference for you. So that way you're not getting frustrated, trying to do something that was already on your schedule, but at the same time trying to do double duty. So let them know, if they have something scheduled for you guys, class that you're not going to be able to attend, don't put that burden on yourself to know you're not going to be able to attend based upon you having to fulfill the obligation. Just let them know hey, I can attend, I want to attend, can we reschedule, or can I get what you want on one? So don't be afraid to let someone know that, you know, you have other things to do, because we all know that you all have things to do, but how we can manage it and make it your customized approach, let us know that, because everything is not going to work for everybody, but let us know how we can help, you know, you get to the finish line, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Yeah, that's important. And we do find that too, you know, like on a daily basis when we're working, we're looking at the last date of attendance, which I hope none of you all follow on this list. But when we're contacting students, we do find, we know our students very well. We get to know them. So we know those who, you know, they work at night. So we know, like, okay, they're probably sleeping during the day. So we could probably contact them later in the evening. You know, we begin, yeah. So that's good. We begin to know their schedules and things like that. So as new students coming in, yeah, Matt makes some great points. Let your instructors definitely know how those your schedules work. Well, last go around, or any questions?
Dr. Mitchell, I just wanted to reiterate one point is, you know, after everybody gets access to Canvas, don't hesitate, get in there, and it's one of those systems, you can't really break the thing, so get in there and kind of explore around. There will be a tutorial on how to use it, how, you know, student access, go through that. It's a really quick thing, and it'll probably answer a lot of your questions about, you know, kind of how to interface with it. And then a question still come up, it's another thing, after you've actually seen it, you know, if you're still having concerns or questions about it, that's a good opportunity to reach out to your program director, your instructor, Cassandra. Be glad to go over the Canvas basics with you. It's a really easy system once you get to learn it. By the end of your program, you'll be able to do it in your sleep. So thanks.
All right. Thanks, Andy. Thank you. All right. Any questions? I know we're coming up. We're about 5 from the hour, and I know you all got the 5 o'clock orientation. Definitely attend that, because I think they're going to go definitely more into depth, and more in depth, you know, is good based off the information that we've provided you here today. And, you know, we just want to make sure your comfortability coming in, you know, you got great support here in Murfreesboro. Those are online. You got great support online as well. Like I say, I do definitely work closely with the online portion. So, you know, just welcome to Daymar College. Welcome to the Daymar family. So if there are not any more questions, you all free to go. I will stay right here just in case. So.
Thanks, everybody.
Goodbye,
All right.
everyone.
Thank you, Andy.
Have a wonderful day, and congrats again on your first day at first successful orientation with Daymar College.
All right.
Nice to meet you all.
Dr. Mitchell, the term begins the 19th, correct? January 19th.
That's right. January 19th.
We'll see everybody then. Reach out to us in the meantime.
All the new students log into those classes January 19th.
And most of you should be able to go ahead and begin